Hey y'all, I know everybody's been waiting for me to do a live or whatever. We just got through a court with the Lori Noreen Cox Vallow Daybell trial. I look rough. It's been an emotional day. Today also is Dalton Wade's 1 year anniversary. He's been gone. We lost him last year on this day, so it's been very very emotional for me. Lori Vallow was just sentenced to 3 consecutive life sentences. I mean, 3 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole. Um, the judge, I'm gonna put us over there in just a moment. The judge, hold on a second. Let me just click us over there real quick. Put us over here with Nate.
So we're expecting people to come out of the courthouse. They will take to the podium here. We'll hear their comments. I'm hearing that they should be here within the next minute or so. So we'll carry that. And anybody else that wants to, hand down a sentence. Lori has left the courthouse. Everybody was staked out over here, all the media, but they snuck her out another door. So nobody got shots of her going. She will now be turned over to the Idaho Department of Correction. Jordan, give me a note when you see them coming. Let me know so that I can step out of the way and we can switch our mics so that you all can hear them. If you watch the sentencing, you saw that. Well, first of all, let me paint the picture inside.
This is Nate eating right now. Just going over what happened in court.
It creates a noise, so there was it was quite warm in there. We did take a 30-minute break
holding up through the court.
Lori
for the most part, up until
self. Our photographer
she
Tony
actually testified.
Was taking photos in the corner
and
those pictures earlier. You can go see. We'll post more later.
All she did was spat bullshit. I mean, honest to God, that's all she did was she spat bullshit. So,
not look over at Samantha or at Kay.
I personally want to thank everyone that all the reporters, everybody who's have been boots on the ground, researched this case, everything. Thank you for all the research you did. Justice really was served today. I feel like. Yeah, I'm really ecstatic about it. But right there is a live look coming from outside of the courthouse. Let that play for just a second. I'm gonna.
They don't have a life. Lori doesn't deserve to have one out in society. She deserves to go away for life. He made that argument for about an hour. The defense then took over, and as I mentioned, they spoke about turning this horrible circumstance into a story of love and redemption. They said they've gotten to know Lori and that she is misconstrued. The public doesn't really understand her. And he spoke, John Thomas spoke for maybe about 20 minutes. And then the judge said, Lori, is there anything you want to say, Miss Vallow? And she said, yes. And she got up and she said that JJ and Tylee had visited her since they've died. JJ has visited her as an adult angel, that the angels are walking over them, that they're fine, that they were not murdered, that there was.
She never showed any remorse or anything throughout anything of it. None at all.
She was talking about. She at times did tear up. She at times did cry. She explained that when she was in labor,
but the judge did grant he did impose
go into heaven, go into the spirit world. And then she did not
3 life sentences consecutive.
So wonderful, but she did come back to Earth. This is all according to Lori. Because of that, she's been able to kind of go back and forth between the spirit world and here. So she said her children are well aware of what's happening, that everything is fine, and that Jesus knows, and that Jesus knows everything that's happening. And then the judge pronounced his sentence and said, "You showed no remorse." They said she's been diagnosed with a delusion disorder, hyper-religious
Let him first cast a stone at her. Then in verse 15, Jesus says, Ye judge after the flesh, I judge no man. And yet if I judge, my judgment is true. Jesus knows me, and Jesus understands me. I mourn with all of you who mourn my children and Tammy. Jesus Christ knows the truth of what happened here. Jesus Christ knows that no one was murdered in this case. Accidental deaths happen. Suicides happen. Fatal side effects from medications happen. I have a different perspective in life because in 2002, when I was pregnant with Tylee, I died in the hospital while in labor with her. They tried to stop my labor. They put me on the table and they put something in my IV, and I felt my spirit falling to the floor. I was standing near my pregnant body, watching the doctors try to revive me, which took them a few minutes. In that time, my sister Stacy was standing to my left. I turned to hug her and was surprised that her spirit was as tangible as a physical body, because I knew I was in spirit and she was in spirit. She said she needed to show me some things, and we went to heaven. I later returned to my body. Because of this experience, I have access to heaven and the spirit world. Since then, I have had many communications from people now living in heaven, including my children, Tylee Ashlyn and Joshua Jackson, my sisters, Stacy and Lolly, my aunts and my uncles, and my grandparents. I have had many communications with Jesus Christ, the Savior of this world, and our heavenly parents. I've had many, and I know them more than most people. I know where they are now and what they're doing. I know how wonderful heaven is, and I'm homesick for it every single day. I know we all lived in heaven before we were born on earth, and we were all adult spirits in the heavenly realm. We chose to come fine without me because I was peaceful and I was happy and I was home. She is happy and very busy. Tylee is free now from all the pains of her life. Tylee suffered horrible physical pain her whole life. Actually abused by her own biological purpose to be on this earth, but I never stopped worrying about her. And he was very, very tall when he put his arm. Tylee Ashlyn and Joshua Jackson rest safely this day in the arms of Jesus. My wonderful friend Tammy Daybell rests safely this day in the arms of Jesus. And I look forward to the day when we are all reunited and I too will rest with them in the arms of my Jesus.
Yeah, I don't think Tammy and them's gonna be too excited to see her when she gets there. But I'll show you just a couple of shots here off of East Idaho. Got some more people coming out of the courtroom. Props to Nate Eaton.
So right now you can see there are, Jordan, I don't know how well you can, there's about a dozen news cameras here.
Last night they sat and they stayed all night outside of the courthouse.
And then there were a lot of police officers in the courtroom. A couple of their spouses, court personnel were in the courtroom. There was during those victim impact statements, it was silent in that room. You couldn't hear a word. I mean, people were really tuned in to what was being said. We also had the victims and their families. Annie Cushing was there, Tylee's aunt, and there was also Alex, or the Cox's Rex Connor. I apologize. He was in there. He's Ray's uncle. And nobody, I should note, was there on behalf of Lori. Her letter was read that Colby put together, that Colby issued to the judge. That was read, but nothing else was. So what happens now? Well, Lori has 42 days if she wants to appeal the sentence. And that likely will happen. In fact, her attorneys have said they're going to appeal it. That will go to the Idaho Supreme Court and will review the case. That could take up to 3 years as they go through everything. She can then appeal and say that she had ineffective counsel. So she kind of gets 2 appeals. That also can take up to 3 years. So this is a long process. Remember, she also faces these conspiracy to commit murder charges.
I just did, though. I mainly wanted to just jump on and let y'all know what the outcome was, what happened. Lee's a little bit worried that maybe she might not get the life or whatever, but even the judge said that in her, you're given a pre-sentence investigation report for the matter, that it's for the judge to help determine mitigating circumstances in your case to do your sentencing. She did not do it at all. It's just I've got about 4 or 5 pages of notes I took just from sentencing today. Yeah, but on count 2, which is, hold on, let me find my sheet here. Okay. So he did the counts out of order. Count 2 was first degree murder of Tylee Ryan, her daughter. A max fixed sentence of life without possibility of parole. Count 4, first degree murder of Joshua Jackson Vallow, her son, or the one she adopted. Max fixed sentence, life without parole. Count 1, conspiracy to commit first degree murder of Tylee Ryan and grand theft by deception. That was max fixed life without parole. Count 3, conspiracy to commit first degree murder of Joshua Jackson Vallow, grand theft by deception. Max fixed sentence, life without parole. Count 5, which is conspiracy to commit first degree murder of Tammy Daybell. Maximum fixed sentence, life without parole. Then count 7, which was grand theft, which is where she stole all the money from the Social Security checks. That was a fixed 5-year and 5-year, which is 10. He said counts 2 run consecutive to count 4, count 5 consecutive, count 4. I'm not really good with all that stuff for real, but all in all, 3 consecutive life without possibility of parole. So, yeah. 1 second, let me get them on here. Or you know what, actually, I'm going to get some coverage of it for later or whatever, and I'll upload a video. But I love you all. thank you all for being here with me through everything. And I will get back in touch with y'all later. Have a blessed day. Remember, if you're struggling any type of mental health, please get help. Be blessed.